Meeting to consider placing on the ballot a measure to give authority to the City Council to increase the transient occupancy tax at a future date.
Okay, Jeff, briefly tell us what you want.
I will, Mayor, thank you. I just put this on here because we don't always get the opportunity to reverse a bad decision, but I think in this instance we have one last gasp here to possibly do it. I think as I reviewed it, I mean, we never really approached the item, I believe, as we should, because it really was never about any particular council members' philosophy or opinions, or even group of council members' philosophy and opinions related to an increase to the transient occupancy tax. It was really something that was always belonged in the purview of the public to decide. And they're the authority to gives us the discretion to act in this matter, and I think we missed the point.
Okay. Gentlemen?
I'll support the request.
I will support it. When do we have special meetings for our regular next scheduled meetings?
What would be the last date to put another measure on?
I believe the county deadline to receive everything is August 9th. It's before our next regular meeting.
But you'd have to change the schedule for all of the arguments.
That could be a good thing.
You'd have to change the schedule for the arguments to accommodate the arguments for this measure. So what would be the outside date by which we would have to have arguments in? If in other words, it's July 23rd tonight.
Well, I mean, the way the code reads, I think when you call the election on a certain, or place the matter on the ballot is when you, that starts the clock for the 14 days.
We'd have a separate.
I think we'd have to have a
separate
one.
schedule for arguments.
Yes.
Okay, so let me ask a question. Does this need 3 votes to go to have a special meeting, or does it need 4 votes to have a special meeting?
You need 3 votes to set a special meeting.
And then 4.
And you need 4 votes to put a general tax on the ballot.
Right. Okay.
And 3 votes to put a special tax on the ballot.
Okay. So, Peter, are you supporting this?
Yes.
So there's 3 votes. So I guess we'll have to schedule a special meeting.
Right. And then you'd need to have the 4 votes at the special meeting in order to put it on the ballot.
Which is not going to happen. So it's going to be an exercise in futility. Nevertheless.
Well, but you indicated that 3 votes to put a special tax on the ballot. Could this TOT qualify as a special tax?
Yes, but we'd have to schedule it as a public hearing. It would only qualify if you designated where the revenue was going to go. So you'd have to specify how the money was going to be spent to make it a special tax. And we would need time to schedule a public hearing, get it a notice in the paper, and still meet the county's deadline for getting it in.
And I don't know if we can meet the public notice of the hearing. Can't do it for this coming paper and the following one, and we'd have to have the meeting, so maybe, I guess it's just.
We might be able to advertise in another newspaper.
Well, that'll be good.
We'd have to put it in the Daily Breeze.
Right.
Right.
Well, I assume staff will let us know what our options are as to when that meeting might be. Yes.
And just for information, I will not be in town August 3 through 10. So that does not work for me.
Okay.
Well, it will. Today's Tuesday. Will everyone be here on August 2nd?
I don't know.
Which is a Friday. That would give us just 10 days notice if we published the notice tomorrow or Thursday. Oh, no, it would only give us 8 days. We can't have the meeting after basically Howard leaves. It would be when did you say you're coming back?
10th. I will return on the 10th.
That would be too late.